Elijah, and I'll be your captain and your storyteller aboard the Flora. Don't be a safety, please remain seated at all times, keeping the hands on the seat and legs inside the boat. And please supervise all children to ensure they don't have an unexpected trip under the sea. Most people, as a storybook land, see the pages of a book. But if you want to go in person, you're going to need a little bit of pixie dust. But for us, we're going to go through the jaws of Monstro, the whale. The same whale that meets Geppetto and Pinocchio on their journey. But do not worry, though it looks like we are being swallowed whole and are entering the belly of the beast. We are actually being transported into a wonderful and magical place called Storybookland. As we begin our tale, we'll soon be passing by the house of the big bad wolf who will be to our left. As you will see, he'll have a knife in his table and a meat grinder because he's always after those dirty little pigs. But luckily, the pigs, they live across the river to our right, in a house of straw, a house of sticks, and a house of guaranteed wolf. As we make our turn around the river bend, we'll be passing by a quaint little English town where Alice lives. On one golden afternoon, as Alice followed the white rabbit into the rabbit hole to our left, and fell down, down, down into Wonderland, where things became curiouser and curiouser. Many places inspire tales in Storybookland, like London Park to our right, where Pan, John, Windy, and Michael Darling, with the help of Tinkerbell's pixie dust, made their way to Neverland, where they would never have to grow up. Then ahead is the kingdom of Agrabah, where a street rat named Aladdin and a princess named Jasmine first met in the marketplace, and he stole her heart. With the power of true love and the help of a genie, they were eventually married, and now live in the Sultan's palace. Long, blossoms and blooms in Storybookland, like the roses, the archways above us. The same archways that Aladdin and Jasmine flew over, under and sideways on their magic carpet ride to a whole new world. Of course, where there is love and light fairy tales, there is also darkness and mystery, like the Cave of Wonders. Inside lies a cursed treasure that can only be lifted by the genie of the lamp. Instead, if you broke the lamp and free the genie, he will grant you 3 wishes. What should we wish for? Snow White wished for safety when she fled from the evil queen, and in the cottage to our right, she met 7 dwarves who gave her that safety. If you listen carefully, you can hear them whistle while they work. Meanwhile, Cinderella wished to go to the ball, but her stepmother forbade it and imprisoned her in the chateau behind the windmill. Luckily, Cinderella's fairy godmother granted the wish, but at the stroke of midnight, the carriage turned back into a pumpkin. You can still see it up there on the bridge to our left. Where magic has its limits, love does not. And now, Cinderella and her prince live in the castle atop the hill.
Let's enjoy the shade for a little bit, shall we? Ah, yes. All right, break that over.
Such as dreams of sleeping atop a bed of quilted flowers, like the one to our left. This patchwork quilt of flowers is inspired by the 1933 silly symphony cartoon Lullaby Land. Tinkerbell, with her magic, made sure the flowers would never grow up like the Lost Boys of Neverland. This magic made it one of the favorite visiting places of master storyteller Walt Disney, and continues to inspire great and wondrous tales. Such the tale of the Wind in the Willows with Mr. Toad. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I need to introduce you to a mole. A modest little mole by the name of Mr. Mole, who lives ahead to the left of the bank of the river. He and Ratty are the unfortunate neighbors of Mr. James Thaddeus Toad of Toad Hall. But if you're hoping to meet Mr. Toad in his mansion, he is not in at the moment. He's on a wild ride. To know what in particular, then there's the kingdom of Arendelle with its castle in the bay, a ship at anchor, and Elsa's ice castle in the mountain tops. There, Sisters Elsa and Anna learned of something far more powerful than Elsa's magic, the power of love. And you are right, in an alpine village is where Geppetto lives. In his wood carving shop, he wished for his brother Pinocchio to become a real boy. After being rescued from the jaws of Monstro the whale, the blue fairy granted him that wish. And just like Geppetto's wish, wishes allow for the impossible to happen, like allowing a little mermaid named Ariel to leave her life under the sea and meet Prince Eric in the castle. You are right. Here, Ariel was married and the story ended. Well, Ariel's tale began in the underwater city of Atlantica to our left, where the waters of Storybookland flow into the bay. And like Ariel's tale, our journey has to end with a happily ever after. I want to thank you all for joining me on this lovely voyage. For your safety, please remain seated with your hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat. We don't need another Captain Hook. Once it's safe to do so, I will tell you when to stand up and to make your way out onto the dock. Though your tale of Storybookland is coming to an end, the rest of your story shall continue. And I wish for all of you to have a wonderful and magical time here at Disneyland.
Alrighty, remember